Happy New Year. Well, folks, we made it to 2024. Hope you enjoyed the best of episodes that came out last week. This week, Cody and I got together. Hi, my name is Dave. And we recorded a conversation between two actors as they chatted in a bar after a performance. Take a listen and gain some insight into the mind of an artist, an actor. We'll be back next week with more improv fun. See you soon. Oh boy. All in all, not awful.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Definitely lots of areas to work on. I mean, I feel like I did pretty well, especially considering.
Yeah, that the dance number was great. You nailed it. You nailed your solo. The audience clearly was responsive.
Yeah. No, I did. I felt the connection with the audience. I felt that energy. I did sort of improvise a little bit here and there, and then got some good laughs. Yeah. Well, and not to just toot my own horn, but I thought that you did well. With your part.
I've been practicing.
Yeah.
I've been practicing for a bit here, so it's nice to have at least somebody have something positive to say instead of just Paul being Paul, like every rehearsal, I got so sick of the yelling and the screaming and the throwing things.
Oh yeah, notes. And our note sessions have been hell. But you really stepped up. You really solved the problems, and all those hours back by the dumpsters really paid off.
I have vomited so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been worth it. I like the splash zone really, I think, sold the experience.
Yeah, and again, not part of the show. Like, not in the script, I should say. It's definitely part of the show now. You've made it part of the show.
Which must go on, as you know. And stomach acid aside.
Stomach acid everywhere.
Aside, on top of... I think I made someone else throw up, which has honestly been a goal of mine for a long time.
Well, congratulations. You have sparked a vomiting chain reaction. At long last.
Take that, Dad. He said I'd never amount to anything in the art world.
Okay, well, yes, scratch that one off. You have become something.
Damn right.
Yeah, a force to be reckoned with. Whew.
So one night down, great.
Opening
night down. I think once the kind of the ensemble gets a little more used to us doing our live performance things, these shows are going to go a lot smoother.
Yeah, I would have hoped that the ensemble would, I don't know, maybe just look alive, just be a little bit more responsive in the moment. I mean,
read the room.
If we're being honest, isn't that what acting is?
Seriously, I know you've been telling them that over and over. I don't know how they haven't gotten it yet. Your speeches are inspiring.
Thank you.
At the top of every scene, I really, really like your backstage presence.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's I really like to sort of I'm inspired by Shakespeare, of course.
It shows.
The role of Puck, say in A Midsummer Night's Dream, where he's sort of talking to the audience, telling them what to expect. And I take that backstage, and I really I share with the cast and crew what they should be expecting. And
and bringing.
I wish they wouldn't talk while I talk, but
they gotta learn basic respect sometimes.
They're learning the value of basic respect. We'll put it that way. They're learning that value now. Now that they've seen us unleash our thespian powers,
right,
upon the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like set expectations too high, but a little birdie did tell me that on the third or fourth night, we are likely to be visited by some critics.
Okay.
And I'm very excited for what that can mean for my career and, of course, yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are certainly, for this company, most improved of the year. And
it's very kind.
I think that it'd be impossible to avoid noticing.
That's one of my mottos, is be impossible to avoid. And I really think that's carrying through here.
Oh, that's great. Is that new?
Yeah. I added it to the tattoo list.
Okay.
So right on the arm here, it's always do your best. I kind of started simple, be strong.
I've been meaning to tell you, your growing collection of tattoos could actually be a problem for you as a stage actor in the future.
You think they're going to notice them?
Well, at a certain point, your sleeves will just have to be longer and longer on the costumes, and that could end up conflicting with the director's vision. Obviously, when I'm director, I will accommodate, of course, because I think that your tattoos are important.
Get me.
It's a great manifestation technique. But yeah, no, for other companies who are less sort of in the know, I guess, or
less aware, less open-minded, less good at everything. Yeah.
In a word, it could cause some friction. So, I think, ultimately, when we see our own house opened, that's going to just solve a lot of problems for everyone,
especially the art world at large.
Yeah. And at the same time, and isn't this just sort of the duality of the universe? Us having our own house will also end up being a problem for all of the others because competition.
Sucks to suck. I have that one down here. It's a little close to the elbow.
It's very nice. I first noticed that when we were in our tech week excuse me.
Are shots coming back to you?
Yeah.
I saw you do the shots before I came in. I get it. No shame in that game.
After show bar crawling is coming back to me. It's coming back to me.
Would you say it's crawling back? Wordplay. That's why I'm
wonderful.
So when we open the play, when we open our own house, do you still have that play lined up for our debut?
I've been working on it. Yeah. In my off hours, I do sit at my typewriter, and I've been working on pages for that. It's slow.
As good art tends to be.
Yeah. It's I really need to get some ribbon. I need to get some new ribbon for my typewriter because it's too slow. What I'm doing now is too slow. And if I had an actual inked ribbon, I think that would really speed things up.
That makes sense. I could see that. I'm not going to say it's like conformist, but I can see how the demands of like the man being like, oh, I need a script I can see and read. Like, I don't know. I just hate seeing your free artistic spirit hampered by the needs of like production managers and actors have to read the script. You know, it just gets my goat up, you know?
Yeah, I'm right with you. You know, it's insane to me that something as inspired and yet obvious as the play that I've been writing, that it doesn't, that they really need everything spelled out.
Right? Are we going to be too good for this town? Are we going to be so far and above and away in our artistic brilliance and genius that like actors can't keep up and directors can't keep up? And I mean, I love crew, but if they all can't keep up, is our genius too scary?
Yes.
I knew it.
To be honest, we may need to extend an olive branch after we have swept all of the awards shows next year.
Naturally.
We may need to extend an olive branch to the other theaters and set up some sort of maybe like a training pipeline. Just sort of establish the flow of talent up to our house.
Help them unlearn all the garbage they've picked up thus far.
Yeah, they are not the theater. They are a theater.
No. Right.
And all roads lead to Rome. Metaphorically, our theater.
Not in Rome. I don't really want to leave.
No. That's why I said metaphorically.
Okay, cool. Like I said, because I don't know if you were acting that it was a metaphor when it wasn't, because like I said, you can get away with that. You can do it. Is that?
Oh yeah.
Is that a script line?
I don't think we're actually confused at all in this moment. I think it's just my performance was so compelling that you believed that even despite saying metaphorically, I maybe perhaps meant literally.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we're the best. That's why we can't let Paul get away with his small-minded nonsense with the show right now because he doesn't appreciate the genius that he has on his stage. I need another shot.
Oh, yeah, this one's on me.
Skull on it, gentlemen.
Friggin' Paul.
I don't know. With his whole, like, say all the words, do all the blocking.
Share the dressing room. Don't bring food on stage.
Ridiculous.
I truly don't understand how a man with such little talent gets a head as big as Paul's.
Yeah. Everyone knows those awards are nonsense. Everyone knows that every single trophy he's got listed is essentially a participation award. And now we have to deal with him holding things over our head. I don't even know who the fuck Tony is. Why is he getting an award from him?
I don't know. And really the biggest crime of the whole thing is if you look at any of those trophies, just check the year. There's so many different years and they're all in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to rest on his laurels. He's living in the past. He's not innovating. He's not doing the now. He is certainly not excelling.
He's not doing the future. Did you know I won an award for a future performance once?
No, I was not aware of that.
Exactly. No one was because I won it in the future. It's on my mantelpiece. Best leading and supporting actor and scriptwriter and director 2040.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. I'm so
I
proud.
did know. I read your neck tattoo. Okay. I didn't connect the dots.
I thought that one deserved a real big place of importance.
Yeah.
It's very prestigious.
Yeah, and I like how it goes all the way around.
Yeah. It's also fashion statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because as theater is, because we breathe from our neck or through our necks, I guess technically, theater is like breath where the neck is.
Every breath that you take passes through this manifestation of a future award. It's
exactly.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That is
You know
art.
who doesn't get that? You know who doesn't think it's beautiful?
Oh, let me guess. Is it Paul?
Fuck it, Paul. Philistine.
That's why he's making you wear that ridiculous turtleneck.
Oh my God. Cashmere. That's made up.
It's not real.
Yeah,
It's a song at best.
You know what? What if we treat this like a pirate ship?
I'm listening.
Back in the olden days, when someone was captaining a pirate ship, and he was doing, as we now say, when he was pulling a Paul, the crew the crew did something about it. God damn it, they stepped up. Maybe it's time for us to step up to Paul.
Speak ye of mutiny.
Yeah. I speak me of mutiny. I mean, this could be dangerous.
That would save a lot of trouble with our securing a venue. Fundraising has not been going well.
You can't expect people to appreciate art of our caliber when you're doing street performances and they have no proper context. I've seen what you do on the corners, and it's breathtaking. And
Thank you.
They just don't get it.
All I need is a milk crate. That is all I need.
And for the cops to stay away.
No makeup. Cops, stay away. Give me space. Let me do my thing. They just don't. They don't understand. They don't understand the brilliance. They don't understand that clothes get in the way.
They get in the way of the way.
Thank you. But to your point, perhaps an aggressive takeover of this theater would be a great stepping stone until we can get city council on our side and the planning commission on our side to build the new, theater complex. We would have a place to put on some shows. We would have, we could keep some of the people around. I think some of them aren't worthless.
I agree. I think Linda maybe top of the list.
Linda and I have had many glances. And even a conversation.
Wow.
Where she has expressed that she's not entirely opposed to our way of looking at things.
See? Even from the seed of an open mind can great obedience grow.
Oh yeah. There will be a need for some re-education. Of course, but we can salvage something of this rotten place.
It's looking for a needle in a haystack, except instead of a needle, it's looking for talent. And instead of a haystack, it's a pile of shit that Paul runs. So it's looking for talent in Paul's shit, which, is up there.
This is why I enjoy spending time with you, because I'll present a metaphor and then you present a simile that is trying to be a metaphor. And we just vibe in that way.
Absolutely. It's the genius. It's the fact that we're both so far and away beyond more brilliant. And I hesitate to say this than anyone, but that's how we know That's where this genius lies, is that we get it and no one else does. Everyone else is probably pretty stupid.
Yes, I think that is probably the most likely explanation. This is truly exciting. Now, if we are going to continue your metaphor of the mutiny,
theoretically,
is that something that we should be enacting via writing, or do we stop the show tomorrow partway through and explain to the audience what is happening?
That is a good skill set of yours.
Do we shout down Paul during notes before
he's
curtain?
Loud. He's real loud.
He is, but with determination, I have found that you can get a word in edgewise.
You know what? We have to do it in the manner of art. So we've got what? This is a 45-week run. So we've got a couple shows here. Every show, we change one word in one line, and we change the word to the word of the Mutiny Manifesto.
Oh, very good. Subtle.
Because
conniving.
In that way, we use the vehicle of Paul's own art against him. We're like a virus of talent.
And we shall infect the community, reproduce, and cause a sickness to, well,
maybe that's.
We'll come up with a different metaphor.
I don't want to be a virus, really.
Well, I don't know. It's just hard to explain.
Yeah.
You know, when you first said it, I was very excited by it, and it seemed right. But then I ran into some difficulties with explaining it.
I know we can workshop that. We do have to bring it down to their level.
Oh yes, it's all about the optics.
To make sure that even Paul understands it.
And he may be the last. He may be the last to understand it.
Is to be expected. But then we will have our moment of triumph, our moment of glory.
Oh yes, that will surely become our moment of glory, the height of our accomplishments.
And it's also just the start of our accomplishments, the start of the height, because we'll have the glory of taking over the theater, but then we'll have more glory after that. So we're gonna have lots of glory moments coming up here. I think I see.
Oh yeah, and to add to our past moments of glory. Do you like, for example, do you remember right now? I think our biggest moment of glory is last year when you told Paul that the words of his new play were appalling, and then we all sort of, as a group, as a communal mind, we got the joke that was unintended, but there. That was a real come together moment against Paul, of course.
Right. And that's the best kind of art, is the unintentional art that's so good that no one thinks you could have done it, and they ask you, where did you get it? But you didn't get it from anywhere because it was unintentional, which means it's genius.
Well, it's from the gods.
There's so many gods of art. And they're all so good to us.
They are.
Like, they just, I mean, you and me specifically. Not like the community. They're not really deserving, not really worthy.
No, the only reason that the gods are even around is because we're here.
Yeah, we're basically. I mean, it's like what's like one step below deified, because we're not those gods yet. We're obviously on the escalator.
Yeah, eified.
Eified, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This is exciting.
This is great.
I'm a little tipsy.
We should do another shot.
Oh, okay.
I got this one.
Oh, very good. Very good. Honestly, I think we're the only reason that anyone's coming to this anyway.
I didn't want to say anything. especially to Linda, it'd break her little heart with all her songs and costume changes. But really, we're the draw here.
Absolutely. We are the lead in everything but title.
We're the lead in people's hearts. We're the lead in their spirits. We're the lead in the gods' eyes. We know that much.
You can call us chorus all you want.
Yeah.
But
you know who else was chorus? There's the angels.
The angels were the chorus. Absolutely. And everyone talks about having an angel, and that when you die, you become an angel.
Mm-hmm.
And who's playing the harps?
We didn't have to die to be angels.
Right. And because I am a student of language, I can tell you that
a scholar.
Embedded in the word chorus is the word core. Us.
Like you and me. Us.
So fuck all those other people.
Fuck them. Especially Linda. She's hot.
There are a few. There are a few worthy. Fucking Paul, though.
Fucking Paul.
I can be a better director.
Who could? You let me vomit on stage.
Oh, yeah. I would insist. I would write it into all your parts.
I want Epicac in my dressing room at all times.
I'll be honest. I don't think you even need it. I have never met another person in my life who can vomit on command as you do.
I'm a classically trained regurgitationist.
That's beautiful. Lost art. Who can say that anymore?
Right? No one except
so good.
me. I can't wait to attach that school to the theater. It's going to be great.
Oh, we will have to do classes. We'll that. I mean, anytime that it's not a show, we'll have classes.
Naturally.
And people will come from miles around. All the theaters, even the ones downtown, they'll all send people to our classes. And
with their bougie 100-person seats.
They'll learn that it matters more what you do with what you have. And honestly, we may strike a little bit of fear of God in them, or fear of gods.
There you go. See, genius, we read each other's minds again.
And they'll see our eified visage and know that we're coming from the suburbs and to take over the cultural center. And
I mean, to them, we may as well be gods already. Like, to you and I, we're eified. But to them, we're like double D's-ified.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Our talent is just out there, it's massive.
Enormous. Handfuls of talent that they just can't get a hold of.
No. And they can try to lift and separate us, and the bond that we have established is unbreakable. From the moment I stumbled upon you in the alleyway throwing up and trying to practice your lines with a scared raccoon trapped in the dumpster, I knew this is a man devoted to the art.
Rest in peace, Martin. Yes, and get me. You understand the soul of my deified artist soul. I'm gonna say it's the soul of the god already. That makes sense. That just makes sense. That's logical.
And yes, it is logical, and that it's that logical mind paired with the soul of an artist that I saw such potential in. And you are my muse. Well, I wish to write for you, and that's why the reasoning for me to be yoked to you in our theatrical ambitions.
We pull the plow of talent across the fields of, I want to say audiences. Are the audiences the field? Yes, they're the field.
The populace.
Yes, vox populi indeed.
The voice of the people.
Is that what that means?
And we will quiet them down.
We will shock them into speechlessness.
They shall not heckle. We will command their very attention. We shall elicit from them the silence of the enthralled.
Are you writing this down?
Yes, but I can't read it. I need pens that have ink in them. I still believe that the act of writing is ephemeral, and that it's the act that matters, not the product. And yet, it is becoming a thorn in my side, the fact that I cannot read what I write or what I type.
You're too pure in your expression of the art for this world. The bounds of physics are honestly shit compared to what you are doing. The writing is the purest form of writing.
Yes. 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 No, I shall not let go of my ideals. I shall hold strong and let everyone else figure it out.
I am so excited for your classes on the process of writing without producing writing. It's revolutionary. It's going to be amazing.
They'll have to buy my textbook, of course.
Naturally. I am insulting to think otherwise.
My textbook is blank.
But you've written so many of them.
I have handwritten every single copy. How many other people can say that?
None many other people.
And I understand that it is expensive for a textbook. But that's because each text book is bespoke and one of a kind.
And they are written by you. Anyone else
unique.
Writing things down and unique. They have to be unique. Otherwise, what's the point of a textbook?
I don't know anymore.
It's ridiculous. It's nonsense.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Fucking, let's shoot another dot.
All right.
This one is on Linda.
Linda, you better pay this tab.
What
it's
time
been very
is it?
nice talking with you.
Yeah, you too. Me too, and you too. What time is it?
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. It's 1:30.
AM?
I think so.
we got to make sure we catch the bus to the next performance.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to take another Uber to the theater right before my entrance.
No, because they'll ruin that. That'll ruin that. It's
ridiculous.
Timing just doesn't ever seem to work out.
You don't even want to allow the cars in the theater, so it's a proper entrance. Bullshit.
And I know we've been over this a million times, but why have a big door in the back if you can't drive through it?
Especially for an entrance. From the
entrance
the theater
is everything.
Yeah. You're leaving the world and coming to the theater. That's art.
And then you get out of the car on the stage, driving through the wings, and they will get out of your way. And these ladies and gentlemen, what's your name again? Precisely. We're too good for them.
Fuck them. Jeez.
Well, there you have it. A bit of friendly banter between a couple like-minded souls that trod the board. What's the slime light? I don't know. Nickelodeon or something. Well, we'll be back next week with more improv shenanigans of one type or another. I think I already said this in the intro. But until then, I have been Dave, and that was Cody. And we wasted all of your time with a Monoscene. Until next time, thanks ever so much. Good night, folks. Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you really enjoyed the show, support us at patreon.com/timewastepod, or go to wastingallthetime.com.